Well, hello, long time no see. Welcome to Warwickshire Outdoors. Thanks for clicking play. Haven't been out for a while, been working really hard, this and that and the other. Managed to get to the Monday of the Bushcraft Show. I was hoping to have gone for the whole weekend this year, but it was, it was on, then it was off, and then by the time we got the dates, my work rota had already been done, so we managed to get there for the bank holiday Monday, and I made a couple of purchases which I'll show you, and I'm also going to show you my favourite little cook set at the moment. So I'm going to get set up, get stuff out of my bag, and join me in a bit. See you soon. So guys, let me show you what my latest purchases are. First thing I bought when I got to the show on Monday from the Bushcraft Store was the DD Superlight tarp. This is 3 by 2.9 meters. I will give you a comparison to this with the normal DD. You probably see other people on YouTube doing it, but I wanted to try and save some weight and space in my pack. They are more expensive than a normal 3x3 tarp, but they're so much smaller and lighter. I've been wanting one for a while, so I got one of those from the Bushcraft Store at the show on Monday. And also I bought one of these. I normally bring a ground sheet out with me. I normally like quite a large one to put under a tarp, put my bivvy bag on. It just helps, particularly when it's particularly inclement, damp, muddy weather like it is a lot here. So I got one of these DD Magic carpets. As you can see, this is the extra large. So giving comparison to my hand, I don't actually know what the dimensions are, but what I will do next time I sleep out is I'll be using these as my main shelter system for the ground and the roof, and see how much weight it saves and room it saves, and see how effective it is. So I've been wanting both of those for quite a while, so I treated myself to one of those. The third thing I bought from the Bushcraft Store was one of their leather pocket knife sheaths. I was looking for one. I bought a Castron folding knife quite a while ago, which I absolutely love, but I wanted something to keep it in rather than keeping it in my pocket all the time, and have it on my belt, because it's a knife I use more than anything else at the moment. So I saw this at the Bushcraft Store, made from really nice leather. I presume it's made for their folding knives originally. Nice thick sturdy leather, nice stitching, nice firm popper on it there. You can see it started to mould itself to the shape of the knife already, so I'll show you what goes in there. Really pleased with all these three purchases so far. This I've used, these two I haven't, so when I do use these for the first time I'll bring you along with me, but let me show you what goes in here. This is my Castron Lars Felt folding pocket knife. Excellent knife, really tough, snaps out really nicely, as sharp as you'd expect any Castron, and it's a knife that I use a lot, more than my belt knives at the moment, to be honest. It does everything I need to around camp and in the woods. tent pegs, pot hangers, you name it, it does everything. Let's see how this goes in here. Absolutely perfectly. Nice snug fit. And then I have my ferro rod. And there you go. All ready to rock and roll. Anyway, that's not what I've come here to show you. I've come here to show you my new favourite little cooking system. I say cooking system, it's a pot and a bottle basically. But let me show you that, and it's another TBS product. So here we are, guys. This is what I'm talking about, the TBS bottle and pot, Billy mug, pot, whatever you want to call it. I've had this for quite a while, and I've used it a lot, used it an awful lot. I've used it on fire, used it on stoves, used it on all sorts of stuff. Comes in this mesh bag, keeps soot off your kit. So the way it actually comes is, when you buy it, it comes with the 750ml mug. Oh, excuse me. With the 750ml mug, and this bag is designed primarily to put the pot in. And there you go, fits nicely. Just your typical mesh bag, really. And it helps keep the soot off all your other stuff, and yeah, it works fine. Nicely made product, very good. But the beauty of having these things is that you can use them as a nesting system. So I normally put that underneath in a bag or in my rucksack, and that sits in, as you can see. Absolutely brilliant. So this is the Billy can. It has a bail arm, it has butterfly handles, it has the TBS logo on the front, and it has graduated marks, obviously back to front and the outside, because they're actually imprinted on the inside and they're stamped, so it's not printed on, so they're not going to go anywhere. And you've got graduated up to 500. All in all, it's supposed to take 750. Comes with this lid with some drainage holes, and it's your nice little handle on the top that snaps open, so that's not going to close. And if you want to close it down, just snap it back out again and fold it flat. A lot of lids and pots do that, don't they? Nice stainless steel, and very sturdy. I've cooked meals in this, I've boiled water in it. I think if you see my last video where I stayed here with a friend Rob, I cooked chili in this, if I remember rightly. Was it in this? Was it in another pot? No, it probably was in this. But I use this nearly all the time now, more than any other cooking pot that I have. And if it's just me on my own, I'll use this as my kettle, I'll use it as my cooking pot. It just does everything. As I see, it's been used quite a few times. Sturdy as anything, it's hard, you can't bend it. It's really good, well made. Then you come to the bottle. A litre bottle, I think it's litre or just under. Big, heavy duty bottle, stainless steel. It has the Bushcraft Store logo on it, the TBS logo. It has a plastic lid with a rubberized grab. This is removable to wash. You can completely take that off when you're washing the bottle. And this bottle is suitable for boiling water over a fire. I haven't done that yet. There are some dents and bashes in this, as you can see. I've dropped this by accident full of water as it is now, and you know, obviously that's heavy, really heavy, and it landed on a concrete floor from shoulder height because it fell out the back of my rucksack, and it just had a dent there and a dent there. So that shows you how tough it is. I'd actually be tempted to get another one of these actually, because I think they're really brilliant, and I think the two together are really great. What I tend to do is always have my spork with me that slots down the side, and then I just fit it all in that mesh bag just to keep the soot, which is mainly on there, off anything else. So that's my favourite setup at the moment. That comes everywhere with me. I really like it, and it's brilliant, and I can thoroughly recommend it. So let's boil up some water and have a coffee, shall we? I'm not cooking today. I've got a small snack with me. I've got an infection in my back which is really painful. Which is why I didn't do my rucksack up properly, because the weight of the rucksack on my back is quite painful. But I've got an infection in my back, and I'm on antibiotics. So I have to time my antibiotics around my meals. So yeah, so I can only have a small snack today, and I'm going to brew up some coffee. So I'll show you how this works. I'm having coffee today, but I'm trying out a coffee bag. I've just dropped a coffee bag in there. I've used them a few times. They're okay. You get a caffeine hit from them, but I don't think they taste that great. But I'm just using it today for convenience, really. I wanted to use it on a flame today to show you the robustness of it, but I've cooked with this on a spirit stove, a trencher, on a pot hanger over a fire, on coals, on the BCB army little stoves with the blocks on it. I've used it in all sorts of situations, and it works brilliantly. It's basically a metal pot that you cook and boil water in. What's to go wrong? Some of them are made better than others. This is top quality. There you go, that's boiling away nicely. You can see the steam coming out the little holes. There we go, bubbling away nicely. So I do find that in certain circumstances, even though it's been on that fire for a while, it's okay to pick up by the bail handle. Not those, but the bail handle's fine. Coffee's ready. So it's only been off a couple of minutes, enough for the coffee to cool down. You can handle the handles. Cheers. Well, thank you very much for watching today, guys. It's been a while since I made a film. I've been out a few times. This is a bit of permission woodland, which I've been very kindly been given permission to use. I've stayed here a couple of times with a couple of friends. The last video I did was with my friend Rob. We camped here. I've also stayed the night here with Steve. He wanted to try out his new bivvy bag. That was a good night. I've also stayed here with Mark, and we roasted a rabbit on the open fire, and that was really good. I'll put some photographs up if I can find some photographs of that. We normally have the fire just here in the middle of the camp, and as you can see, there's absolutely no trace. I'll show you that in a bit. And it's a lovely spot. Lots of wildlife in here, and I've been really interested in track and sign and the wildlife side of being outside quite a while, and I bought a book which I'll show you shortly, which I found really useful because there's a couple of sign and track around here which I didn't know what it was. Unfortunately, it's in the John Ryder book, which I'll show you. This is the book that I've been reading about track and sign. Really interesting, and I learnt quite a few things from this. I haven't read it as deeply as I would have liked. I've been quite busy for a while, but I thoroughly recommend it. There are a couple of things around here which I didn't have a clue what they were, and I found them in here. I found some grey fir when I stayed here with Rob, if you've seen the video, scraped along here. These wooden logs, I didn't really know what it was. This told me it was the winter coat from roe deer. Fascinating. So at this spot I know there are roe deer. I know there are roe deer in here because I've got video footage of one at night when I left my trail cam in here. So I know they're here. And also we found some scraping around the bottom of a tree, and this book told me what it was. This is one of the things I wasn't sure what it was. These scratches all along this log, and they look like claw marks. According to the book, they're possibly badger claws. There is signs of an old badger set here, and the first time I came into this wood, these claw marks were quite fresh, but they haven't been used for a long time. They've faded since I've first come into this wood, so I think the badgers haven't been here for a long time, and it looks like the badger sets haven't been used for a while, so that was really useful. And another bit of sign I found was claw marks, a scratching in like a fan shape around the bottom of one of the trees. It's in the video that I did with Rob. According to this, it's fallow deer scratchings. So yeah, I'm really chuffed. I've also found evidence of owl pellets here. Again, I wasn't sure what they were when I first came across them. That was really brilliant. And I'm starting to recognise the odd call of birds at night as well, particularly between the different owls, which I really enjoy trying to work out. This is originally where the scratch was. The claw marks came out in a fan shape here, and all the bark has been removed from the bottom of this tree. So this is possibly a roe deer scratch and antler rub. All the bark's been removed from the bottom of the tree. So yeah, brilliant book. Thoroughly recommend it. So if you really like the wildlife side of things when you're out, and who doesn't, I can thoroughly recommend this. It just gives you an understanding of what's going on around you, you know. Hey, look at this I've just come across. Whoa, a nest. Looks like something's clawed that out to get at them. Is it wasp or bees? Oh, there's a little critter down there. This soil is fairly fresh. You can see the remains of the nest there. There's a couple of dead ones here, and a little fellow just here. Wasps. It's a wasp nest. I love wasps, or rather what's left of the wasp nest. Incredible. I think it's really important when you're out in a bit of woodland to have an understanding of what's going on around you. When I stay out at night, I know that all the sounds that are around me are for a reason. Deer footfall, whatever it might be, owl noises, you know, the odd old branch falling off a tree, whatever it might be. And it's only our modern concept of things, because of the films or stories we've heard, which makes us scared of our own natural environment. I'm trying to get away from the term wild camping. I don't think I agree with it anymore. This is a lovely bit of woodland, but it's not what I'd call wild. I can be home from here in an hour. However, I do think it's a more natural environment. So I like to think of it as natural camping in a more natural environment, and just spending some time in a way that I find more comfortable, really. Yeah, natural camping. I think that's the term I'm going to be using from now on. I'm out to spend some natural time in the woods with my neighbours, who, as you can see, leave a lot of messages everywhere, and I just think that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love all that. Absolutely love it. I'm going to have a lie down in the hammock for a while. This is where we normally have a fire, if we do, and as you can see, we make every effort to conceal the fact that there's ever been a fire here. There's even new shoots of life growing right next to it. How cool is that? So I know this video is supposed to be about the TBS pot and bottle, but I thought I'd put a shout out for this Track and Sign, a guide to the field signs of mammals and birds of the UK by John Ryder. Excellent book. So let's get back to this. So as you can see, it's been used, it's on the fire, nicely sooted up. It's really easy to clean. I like cleaning my equipment. When I get home, keeping it in tip-top condition. Look after your equipment, it will look after you. The bail arm is nice and stiff. It will stay in position wherever you put it. So the bail arm is removable. You can take it off if you wish to and have it just as a mug. The swing arms, nice and stiff, don't swing around. The riveting is of really good quality. And to put the bail arm back on is fairly simple. Line up the holes, stretch it out, and there you go, it's back on. As I say, not much else to say about it. It is a stainless steel pot, but there are pots and there are pots, and this is a good one. So guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I know we're all busy, very busy at the moment, and got a lot of stuff going on, coming out of COVID, etc. So taking the time to watch this, I really appreciate it. And if you're in the lookout for a pot and bottle combo, can't go wrong with these. Absolutely brilliant, really brilliant. I use it all the time now. It's my one grab thing, you know. We always have grab things, don't we? This is what I grab a lot. Quite a few videos coming up in the pipeline. I've got planned anyway. I might do a video with my brother, who's a tree expert. He can take us around the woods and show us various trees and tell us quite interesting information about them. I haven't done a cockpit review for a while, which I'm quite looking forward to doing. Some of the new stuff that I bought, I'll show you myself using those and give my opinion on these. I've been using these for over a year now, over 12 months. Used them a lot. Brilliant. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have a lie in the hammock for a while, and you take care. See you soon. Please, if you like it, subscribe, share. We do have a Instagram account. Type in Warwickshire Outdoors, you'll find it. We also have a Facebook account, which I'm not sure whether I'll keep that running. Instagram's good because you can just upload some photographs and just keep in touch really and show people what you're up to. I don't know, I'll have a think about that. But there's quite a few things in the pipeline anyway. Thank you very much for watching. You all take care. See you soon. Bye.